Everybody, welcome to Wallaby Racing League Tier 2 Round 12 here at Spa. Now, we've got a good grid today, 19 drivers and I believe a few reserves that are racing tonight, but it is Tuesday night, so Tier 2 is here. Should have a good race installed for us. It's going to be good. We have, I don't know how close the championship is at the moment. I believe it is being led currently by this man at the moment, Kirsch. So Kirsch at the moment, the man to beat. I think I'm going to quickly check the standings now for Tier 2. So it is Kirsch who leads by 33 points over Bevs in second. So Dal Beveridge right here in the Red Bull, who has been in pretty good form recently. He did win last time out in Qatar. We are back from the week break. We did have a week break due to, I think it was the NRL Grand Final. And so we are back. And it should be, it's good to be back. So it's going to be fun. So we got Carl Finese there. I'm trying to quickly fill up the telemetry and other stuff as well. Tyres, Mason on the mediums, not many on the mediums. Techie and Scoob as well. So I'm going to quickly mute my Discord. Okay, it's all good. So it looks like Carl, I think, is the first to start a lap. No, JTM is, well, there are multiple cars well and truly on a lap, so we'll go on board with JTM to kick us off then. And let me know how the audio is as well. I hope the audio is fine, like game audio, mic audio, etc. I didn't get asked a bit short notice, so I'm just hoping that everything goes smoothly. As smooth as possible. But nice run through. Two on for JTM, currently in 17th. I don't know if the car in front of him is on a lap. I think it's the wing. Is that Techie? Yeah, it is too. So Techie on the medium. However, he is not really burning much battery, so he's probably going to go for 2 runs. Not burning much battery. We'll see how much battery JTM has saved for this final bit. Not enough. Well, he's not burning much. So he's used it all earlier in the lap. Mucky Peas goes fastest with the 1:43.999, and Oscar Piastri, Goat and Scoob have gone quicker than that. So good bankers for some. We'll see what JTM does as he crosses the line. It is a 44.0, putting in P4, but Oscar Piastri, Goat currently on provisional pole at the moment. There's still 13 minutes to go in this session, so anything can happen as Kahoot goes P5 in the Ferrari. So our bankers will watch Magic Shot as he has started his lap now. The man who has been on the comeback this season. Moved to no ABS, I believe, at the start of the game and turned off line. Didn't have a great start to the season, but here he is now, and he's starting to return to form slightly. The reigning champion. And it'll be interesting to see how he goes for the rest of the season as Dito goes P2 and Top goes into P7. But Magic goes a little bit deep there. Yuki Bear. He's also been one who's been pretty impressive recently since stepping into the full-time seat back at earlier in the season for Sauber. And Ozgo as well goes fastest, 142.1, so some pretty impressive laps so far from everybody. We'll watch Kirsch as well, championship leader, starting his lap, getting a bit of a toe from Ozgo. And Rose will see if he gets a toe from the car in front. I believe that's an Alpine of either Mason or... getting a major toe. I'm surprised the Alpine didn't get it out of the way from that. Oof. And no, it wasn't off. It was indeed Mason Racing. So, oh, and Magic has gone in very deep there. So not the run you would want through the final chicane. That's going to put him P7. That's cost him definitely quite a few tenths of time as Bevs goes P4. Gets out of the way very nicely. Spry Naples. I don't know how to say it, but I believe making his debut. Correct me if I'm wrong, but see Glaze RB going. So yeah, RB's just the best team on the grid. You're all done. You're all done for Magic's on another, or Magic's getting ready to go on another lap. So we're all gonna smoke you. No. I'm gonna not be biased. You're not gonna be biased here. As Kirsch goes P6. I can't be biased as a commentator, even though my team is doing quite well in Tier 2, so this season. But as Zervings goes P8, I think he's finished his lap. Nobody else on a lap. I don't think Techie, he's done. Carl's on a lap though. However, no, he's not. He's done his lap. So it looks like we're all done for that first round of laps. There's Ozgo Khan at the moment who has, we're going to check the gap. It's a 3/10 gap at the moment with Ozgo Khan over Spry Apples in P2. So at the moment Ozgo Khan does have a very nice healthy gap over the rest of the field in this qualifying session, but it's not always about qualifying. Obviously, this is only the first bit. The race is so much more important, as there's 22 laps, but they're long laps around Spa. It's the longest track on the F1 calendar. It is a lot of twists and turns, but in the wet as well, it's even slower. It takes longer to finish the races, so we'll see what Magic has to offer. Now going down Camel Straight, there's also a Red Bull in front of them. I think that's the top one, and no, that is Bebs. So we'll go on board with Bebs. He's been in good form recently. Like I said, he did win Qatar, the last race. Oh, he's invalidated. Never mind. Okay. Back to Magic. See if he gets out of the way here. Oh, Magic! Oh, no! He has locked up on the curb, and once you hit those curbs, it is all over. And that is Magic shot out of qualifying. He will not be happy with that. Oh dear, fans. As what Frizy likes to say, I don't want to take his quotes. I want to find something else to say. That is unfortunate for Magic, but Yuki Bear, I think he's getting ready to go on to a lap. I don't know if Bevs will go on to another lap or not after this. He's charged up his battery, so I assume he will. Oscar Piastri, go. He's on a lap now as well, so we'll watch him for a bit. No hot lap requests. If you want to do a hot lap request, I don't think you actually can send them in now. Once this yellow flag clears, I can see how much time is left. But because I know it's the first 12 minutes of qualifying, but it's up by only 1/100th of a second. That is how close that first sector was from Oscar Piastri. He is absolutely on it at the moment, though. Throwing the car in 5th gear, down towards P1 now, and we see this is flat. Yep, he does take it flat, so nicely done. JJ saw the glazing is just not going to work around here. We can't do that. We can't self-glaze anything, otherwise that's just going to cause things like that to happen. He does luck up a little bit, however, he's got the car rotated and he's, oh my god, 57 thousandths up, so it's not much, but he does go purple in the middle sector. We'll see what Oscar Piastri Goat can do as we head to the bus stop chicane. It's a very tough chicane to get right. It's very crucial though, it can get in a lot of time if you do get it right. And he has done that perfectly. So up to the line now, and he's going to do a 42.4. He goes P3. He's down 2/10 in that. It's a bit loud. Okay, I can turn it down. Oh yeah. Thank you. I can go 3. Oh wait, other cars we can on board. No, hang on. I'll just go 3. Is this better? Oh, this has got to be better. Yeah, no, we can't do it about our team anymore. Otherwise, Magic's gonna die. Well, oh, and Spryan Apples has gone off the track. Osgo Khan's invalidated. Bevs, I think he messed up again. Perfect. Well, we'll watch Bevs as he now gets a little bit out of shape through the Lacombe chicane, and I think that's his lap done. He might have been down a bit too much time. We'll go watch Kirsch now. As into Lacombe, 4/10 up. Oh, and that is a very nice save. I don't know how much time he would have lost there, but got the car rotated nicely. This corner's tough to get close to the apex, but even if you hit that curb, you could risk your lap. So, Kirsch flying through the middle sector now, down to P1, flat in 7th gear. Takes that very nicely there. We'll see if he's found some time through there, as he is currently 7/10 off pole. So he's got to make up some time if he wants to take pole here. Goes very deep into the next corner, down towards the end of the middle sector, on towards the back straight. He has lost a significant amount of time, and he's only a 10.5 up now. So let's see if he can recover a bit more time that he lost on this lap in the final chicane, the bus stop chicane. Oh my god, sorry about that. But it's a little bit deep. Oh, and I think he's pitting anyway. I don't know what I was doing. Anybody else on actual laps? JTM, he's on a lap, so we'll keep watching him as he's 5/10 up pretty much. So he is on a flyer at the moment, JTM. Can he recover some of this lost time from the banker? And on the run down to Blanchimont, swings the car through towards the bus stop. He has a purple in the middle sector. What can he do in the final sector? He's used all of his battery, however. So has he used a bit too much? And I think he has, as he only goes a 10th faster. It's P12 for its JTM. And I don't know if there's anyone else on a lap. Techie though is, so Everyone's getting ready to go out for their final runs. Techie is up by a lot. So this is going to be a very good lap for him. Here we go, up to the line. It is P10. Jumps into the top 10. Techie, nice lap from him. Everyone else is going to be coming out on their laps now. Zervings, he's on an out lap. Anyone else on an actual lap? Scoob now on a lap. He's going to get a nice tow from these cars going down the back straight, the Camel straight. They're going to all have to get out of the way here. This is going to be an absolute car park and a half, as can't get to the racing line as quick as he wanted to. There are a lot of cars here. There's cars in the corner. Mushy Peas has retired in the pits, so that's him done. This Alpine in front's going to have to get out of the way, which I don't think he is. He's not, and that is Oof and Hoof. And I don't know if that's going to cost Scoob anything. He might put in a report of that afterwards. So we'll have to see. As just a little bit deep there. Oh, that's unfortunate for Scoob and Oof as well. I don't know if... Oh, he's hit the curb. You don't want to hit those curbs. They do cause you to spin. So now, let's see how much time he would have lost from that. However, he's 5 tenths up, so Scoob is on a bit of a roll right now. He's going to get a nice little slingshot tow here from the Williams in front. Down through Blanchimont into the bus stop chicane. Can Scoob go into the top 10 with this lap? Goes a little bit deep, a little bit screwy on the rear end, but it is a 42.435, puts him P4, so a very nice lap there from Scoob. And now this is where all the laps are going to start coming in. Ozgo Khan, Spry Napples, Oscar Piastri Goat, all preparing for their laps, as Yuki Bear is now on his lap as well. Kirsch, he's 6 tenths up in the first sector, so he is making up lots of time. Here, the Mercedes driver, the championship leader, who is looking to extend his advantage over Dale Beveridge. Is this championship won yet or not? There is still just over 30 points in it, so it's not over for Bevs. He can win this race, this championship, sorry. But will Kirsch have anything to say about that? Wogjet is here to support the Haas boys. Dido and Shifty Whiz are currently P8 and P9, with Dido up by 3.5 tenths. Never mind, he's just off improvement. Shifty Whizzer has invalidated, so that is his session done. Dido is still going. Kirsch now is up by almost 8 tenths of a second. This is going to be enough for pole at this rate. Oscar Piastri Goat has crashed, so he's done. His run for pole is done. Kirsch goes P2. He lost a bit of time there in the final sector, so a lot of drivers losing time in that final sector as Dale Bebbs goes P2 onto the front row of the grid. Oz Gokhan is a 10th down. Now, towards not Blanchimont, he's gone through Blanchimont now. Bus stop. Zerving's P5. And Ozgo Khan now up to the line. Did he lose the time? I think he did. He did. So no improvements for Ozgo Khan as Yuki Bear goes onto the front row slightly quicker than Dale Bevs. Spry Apples, he invalidated. Dido, let's see what he can do. He's done. So I think he might have made a mistake somewhere as he's not burning anything. He might have spun or something. But I think that is our session done as Kahoot goes 12th. And Uffenhof does not set a lap in this session. I think that is us done. Yeah, Ozgo Khan takes pole here at the Belgian Grand Prix for Tier 2. I will quickly actually... Okay. Just had to clear my throat. Oscar Khan is on pole. Yuki Bear second, Dale Beb's third, fourth is Kirsch, Zerving, Sprine Apples, Oscar Piastri Goat, Scoob, Carl, Dido, Shifty Whizzer, and you got Kahoot, Techie, JTM, Top, Mason Racing, Magic Shot, Mushy Peas, and Oof and Hoof rounds out our grid. We only got 19 cars today for Tier 2. So not a full grid, unfortunately, but it is okay. Okay, looking a bit overcast. It is looking very overcast. But will it be enough for rain? We'll see. Be ready for this is going to be, we've got a long race ahead of us. It's going to be nice and fun. Tier 2 always brings pretty good races. And I know experience racing in Tier 2 last season, so prepare for excitement. As we get ready to go racing here at Belgium is not a very long run towards the first corner, so driver's got to be careful. It's a very tight one. The braking zone comes early, but here we go. 5 red lights. We are ready to go racing here at the Belgian Grand Prix for Tier 2, and we are away. Oz Gokhan, very nice start from him. Yuki Bear off to a good start as well. These two starting to stretch away. Oh, as Yuki Bear makes a little bit of a mistake into some of that, invites Del Beverage down the inside. They're going to go side by side, Uppo Rouge and Ratty on at this rate. However, Bevs has got the move done. And it is Osgo Khan in the lead from Del Beverage. And we've got Yuki Bear in third. Bevs is going to have a go at... He's going to have a go, actually, at Osgo Khan into turn one, into Lake Om. No, he does not. I need an invite, Mushy. Okay, I'll get you an invite. Sorry about that. But, bit of drama at the back as the... Oh, Zervings! Went for a look there on his teammate, and they've made contact, causing Zervings to nearly spin. Oh, my word. Okay, where is Mushy? Mushy, Mushy, Mushy. He is not online. I will have to look down a bit and find him. He should be here. I'm friends with Mushy Peas, so... Mushy, 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 Mushy. Mushy Peas. There we go. There you are, Mushy. And sea leave, sorry, mate. But... it should work. I've sent you an invite either way, so I don't think it really needs for you to be online. It doesn't matter. There we go. So... Magic Shot making moves down there in P14, and there we go, Mushy is back and hasn't lost too much time to the rest of the field, starting on the soft. So I reckon the strat here is soft medium or medium soft, or is there rain coming? Is that why there's people here? Magic Shot, oh my god, they're gonna go 3 wide, and it's JTM, Techie and Magic. He backs out of that, and Techie gets past JTM. Holy. Lap 2 now, it's Osgo Khan in the lead from Dale Beveridge, who's going to have DRS to attack the RB, and he sails past, and Yuki Bear as well is going to go past, maybe into Lake On. Will he have a sniff at that second spot? He does not, so very close, these 4 drivers, and it is Dale Beveridge who takes the lead here in Belgium. Sprine Apples not too far back. DRS is very important here. Zervings goes wide. Uffenhoof. Oh, there is a bit of a crash here as Shifty Whizzer, I think, has just taken out Uffenhoof. We do have a virtual safety car as Uff is out of the race. That is unfortunate for Uff. It has not been the race he would have wanted. Not qualifying, not sitting a lap in qualifying. And he's now been taken out by Shifty Wizard, I believe, as he's just picked up a 10-second penalty. So that is such a shame for the Alpine, but yeah, there is one driver out. No full safety car. It is just a virtual. So the driver's got to stick to the delta and not exceed it. I don't think it's going to rain because it's starting to get a bit sunny now. So looks like we might not need to worry. I think at DRS, yep, we're back and running it. So not too long of a VSC, but Beverage now is back on. I'm just going to call him Bevs. Let's go Bevs. Lots of supporters of Bevs in the chat. Up are the Bevs. So Oz Gokhan, will he have a go for this race lead again? He lost it last lap due to the RS. Will he keep it going? Top has hit Magic's shot. And it might have been a pretty big hit as Magic's lost some time. So he's got a penalty as JTM nearly hits Top. Up Eau Rouge and Radion. And JTM goes past with the DRS Cahoot up to 6th. So he is flying on those softs. Carl Faniza picks up a time penalty already. 3 seconds now. So that is already our first track limits penalty getter. And Oz Gokhan did retake the lead on the Kemmel Straight. I did miss that. We're trying to figure out what was happening down in that midfield battle. But now it's a top 5 battle. Can Kahoot stretch away from this group of cars and get into the lead train? DRS is extremely important here. It's really important on this game. A lot of people underestimate how powerful the DRS is. You do not want to lose it, especially at a track like Belgium. You can easily run away and DRS can make or break your race, or getting out of DRS can break your race, and it'll make it so much better for the race leader if they can get out of DRS. A Scoob picks up a penalty as well, so people got to be a bit more careful. As Kirsch, something's happened to Kirsch. Has Kirsch spun or something? He has lost out the Sprine Apples. I didn't quite catch that. As Kirsch has now fallen down to 5th place. Oh dear. Oz Gokhan now is going to have to defend from Bevs. However, he's not going to be able to, as Bevs is very close on the back of Oz Gokhan as he just absolutely sails past and says, "Thank you very much, I will take back the lead of this race," but it is far from over. There are now only 3 cars in this train. What was originally 5 is now 3, thanks to Kirsch spinning and Sprine Apples now falling back out of DRS. So these soft runners are going to start running away a bit as Mushy Peas and Mason having a little battle there for the final points position. As Mason thinks about it, but doesn't go for the move. Mushy Peas back up to 15th place. So now the battle is really for 4th here. So we do have a 3-way battle for the win. The thing is, can these guys DRS train each other and drag each other back to the lead battle? It's a 2.6 second gap is pretty big, but if these guys are all smart, they can claw their way back up into the top 3 battle, as Yuki Bear is very close on the back of Oz Gokhan, but will not go for a move, that's for sure. He's going to be a lot smarter than that. And Kirsch as well is going to want to try and put his head down and try and get back past Sprine Apples. And Kahoot on the softs, one there as well. There's quite a few cars on this train, so anything can happen at this point in time, as I think Bebs will hold the lead this time round from Oz Gokhan, as he's just that little bit too far back. They've blown a bit of their battery. It doesn't really matter though. The battery doesn't really matter here, so... Well, not this game. Yeah, you can just save all your battery. Mason picks up a penalty as Dido is now into the top 10. and Mason gets back past Mushy Peas. So they're going to have their little DRS battle. Back there's JT. Oh, Magic has made a mistake. It's not been a good start to this race for the RB team principal. He's got wing damage. That is so unfortunate for him, but I can't talk about him too much, otherwise it seems as bad. So, Kirsch as well has gotten past Brian Naples. Back up to 4th place. However, he's a long way back now from the lead. Is 3 seconds. There's a lot to gain with not having DRS. So he's going to have to do a lot of work with the guys behind, as Magic has spun again and he's hit the wall, and that has brought out a virtual safety car. I don't know what has happened, but there are cars pitting. Some soft runners have decided to pit Kahoot. Spry Knuckles, even though he's on meds, even though he's on the mediums, he has decided to pit. So a lot of cars coming into the pits, jumping on the meds. I don't know why Spry Knuckles has pitted. Going on to hard. So is that the strat? That could be the strat's pit stop. It's not a free pit stop essentially, like what a safety car would do. But these guys have come out at perfect timing. They've come out ahead of Mason, so that is just perfect timing for Kahoot. Because they've now got that pit stop, that free pit stop. So, well, not free, but like I said, cheap pit stop has got themselves not to lose a lot of positions at all. And now they will have the undercut on the likes of Bevs, Ozgokhan, Yuki Bear, Kirsch, and Zervings, and even Dito as well, so not that much far back. So, the field's starting to spread out a little bit, however, this is the little DRS train now. 4 cars, if Carl will catch up, which he most likely will, 2 seconds back. So, not too much happening right now, as Bevs is slowly starting to stretch away a little bit from Ozgokhan. However, he is not enough to get out of that DRS, as Ozgokhan's staying in the DRS. Smidge Haji, okay. I think it's the onboard. Is it alright now? I might just turn it down just quite a lot. Whereas audio settings, I'll turn it down to 2. Gets a bit loud sometimes. That'll be much better. So his teammate RS, so we're going to most likely work together to drag each other back up to that lead battle. The teammates have done a swap down at Merc. Can this work for them? But it's now Dito in no man's land, as I like to call it. There's a lot of people like to call it. There's not really anybody close enough in front or behind. You're kind of just sitting in your own race, waiting for something to happen. You just got to try and stay as quick as you can. And he's in a good position at the moment. He hasn't pitted yet, but he's in a very good position at the moment. So we'll see how this goes for him. As I saw, JTM has picked up another penalty. I think that's 9 seconds now. Oh no, it's just 6. My bad. But 6 seconds to having 7 laps. Deal. Here. Heikki is another one to get a penalty. So both Williams drivers have gotten a pen. So not ideal. I'm going to go back to this lead battle. Bevs holding it out here in front, with Yuki Bear staying close to Ozgokhan. So will Ozgokhan go for a move down into Lake Hom. Let's see, he's got a very nice run. He's burnt all his battery doing it, but I don't think he's gonna get him. Wings can also play a big factor. They could be, Ozgokan could be running higher wings as Bevs. There's a bit of a snap of oversteer coming out of Lake Holmes, so not ideal for the Red Bull. Holds the lead as the Mercs did do a swap down Camel Straight. And something happened to Sprine Apples because he was my throat's being a bit weird. He was on the hards, so he must have picked up wing damage or something because he's now on the softs again, so not ideal for, well, he's on the softs for the first time, which is unfortunate as he did have the strat, so he must have picked up wing damage somewhere, and that's what's cost him. As now these three are going to have the battle for last place. 8 laps in, still a long way to go. Kirsch is now making his move. He's going to try and make the undercut on these guys. He's going to go onto the hards, I assume, because the softs will not make it to the end from here. No, hards it is. Dido moves up to 5th, and Zerving's back up to 4th place. But it looks like Kirsch trying the undercut, which is interesting. We're seeing a bit of strategy here. And out ahead of Mason Racing in P8, so not too bad for the championship leader, but at this point in time Dale will gain a lot of points on his championship rival if this position stay as it is, which will start to compromise Kirsch as he's already gotten past Carl. So got him in from DRS. Very nicely done indeed. Start to compromise Kirsch as well, going into the final races. I think there's 6 races left, or 5 races left after this. So it all starts to get a bit spicy at the top of the championship in all tiers, I believe. I mean, there is a bit of domination in tier 1, I know, but I think in all the tiers there's 3 and 4. I know that as well, so it's interesting. Hootie has picked up a penalty. That's his first penalty of the race, and that cost him quite a bit. That's unfortunate for him, as Yuki Bear now makes a stop. He's going to jump onto the hards. It might be on the meds. He could jump onto the mediums, we'll see. Mediums could work, as Zervings is coming in as well. And Dido will box as well. He'll follow them all in. But mediums as well. Okay, so it's now time for the mediums. Yuki Bear's going for the undercut on this top 2 as Ozgokan just gets DRS. And that is unfortunate for him, as he's going to probably lose out of DRS unless he can have a very good run through the middle sector. But the softs are going to start dying soon, and these lads will want to jump onto the medium tyres quite soon, because they're going to be... Oh, hello. Kirsch has gotten past Yuki Bear, so the undercut for Kirsch has worked massively. Even on hards, the undercut has been absolutely huge for Kirsch. And this could well and truly put him in the lead of the race, because Yuki Bear pitted to try and undercut Ozgokan and Dale, you'd think. And if he's done that, and he's gotten undercut by Kirsch, Kirsch could take the lead of this race. Or the net lead, because these lads have already pitted. So Kahoot will take the lead of the race, but they could get to the end, maybe. They'll have to tyre save a bit, but they'll be close. Zervings has not trusted the mediums, by the way. Oh, Yuki Bear is looking a bit close. Alright, the leaders are in now. Ozgokan and Dale Bevs. So we're gonna watch this battle here with Kirsch and Yuki Bear. Can they come out? Can they make it to the first corner first? As Dale will be the first to go. Kahoot takes the lead of the race. And I think Dale's going to come out ahead of all of them. So he comes out ahead of Carl, but will Carl get him? And I can only assume that Kirsch might go for it as well. As Carl is going to go for it on Dale into the chicane as he's got him. And will Kirsch hang back? He does. So the undercut has worked for Kirsch, but not enough to take the lead. Dale holds it. Ozgokan has been undercut by 2 cars, so he's lost out 2 places. He's fallen behind Yuki Bear as Dito has picked up a penalty. That is unlucky for Dito. Oh, and he's crashed as well. That is so unfortunate. Oh, Dito. And Techi's picked up another penalty. So Kahoot, let's go, son. Yes, we love Kahoot support. We love it. So, Carl. I mean, Kahoot could win this race. Carl could hold them all up as Zervings is the next to get a penalty. So, a lot of drivers getting penalties now. So, starting to get a bit interesting. Who do we have in comms tonight? Maxi Boy. He was meant to be Duck, but Duck has had to do some personal things. I think and I've been called to do it. So, Dale now moves ahead. Oh my god, Carl is getting swarmed down the straight as Ozgokan and the Sauber of Yuki Bear getting a bit feisty. Carl has just lost 4 positions in the span of one. Not ideal for Carl, but Dale back up to second. Thanks, Kamikaze. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday evening. Yeah, Carl, I don't think the tyres are going to be as fresh as the others. But Dale now is going to be on the hunt to try and catch Kahoot. As the gap's 1.3 seconds, so he could close in. And Dale, he's got the pace. He could well and truly win this race. And he's gaining a lot of time. He's in DRS now. He's gotten the DRS. So these old medium tyres boxing under the safety car for Kahoot and Carl has not paid off for them in the long run here, as they are now under pressure. You can say Top has picked up a penalty. I think that's his first penalty of the race. Kahoot isn't really burning, but Dale is on the hot lap. Anyone else on hot lap? I don't think, but he's got DRS now, so he's going to be closing in slowly, as they're all 5 now in one big DRS train. It's going to be like a tier 1, you could say, as Carl is very well and truly falling out of DRS, so that is unfortunate for him, as Zervings will now want to close in. How long will Kahoot hold this lead for? We'll see. Because the gap's just over 5.5 tenths. Kahoot hold it in the corners because of his grip. I assume they're just going to want to close in. This is a Ferrari. It's gone. It is JTM. Allowed to go through for 13th. Will this be now Dale Beveridge's time to strike down the next straight? Not this one, but I can only assume that he will go for it down the Camel Straight on the run to the second sector. But here we go. Up Eau Rouge and Radion. We are about to go. Very satisfying few corners. This is a nice camera shot that we had there. And Kahoot is now going to be under pressure from Dale Beveridge, who goes side by side with the Ferrari and takes the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. It is Bev's back in the lead from Kahoot now. Kirsch is going to want to get past this Ferrari as soon as he can. He does not want to get held up, but he has made his own little mistake. That is going to cost him a bit of time. Kahoot, he's going to be defending for his life. However, Kirsch is not going to be happy from this. He's going to want to clear him. They're already out of DRS from Dale. So his teammates not even saying, yeah. Will Kahoot help out Dale here? Will Kahoot help Dale? As Kirsch might get pressured here from Ozgokan and Yuki Bear. Yuki Bear might want to have a go, have a look at Ozgokan. He's got a lot of battery to work with, 87% to be exact. And he is out of DRS by 1 seconds. He's just going to be letting Dale run away. Dale is going to want to just be driving off into the distance here. He sets another fastest lap. He's flying at the moment, so his magic shot gets his first time penalty of the race. And Kirsch now will most likely on the relay com, but here comes Kirsch. Pulls out to the right. Kirsch defends as Ozgokan says hello. We're going to go 3 wide. Ozgokan nearly had a through goes Vettel. No, here comes Sebastian Vettel moment. And Kirsch and Ozgokan get the move done. Kirsch up to second place. But there we go. So, Kahoot's now under pressure from the Sauber of Yuki Bear, who's now all over the back of the Ferrari. As we head down to Puan, will Yuki Bear go for it? Will he risk a move? Or will he have to be patient? I think he's going to have to accept that option, because the Ferrari of Kahoot is not going to budge. At the moment, Bevs has extended his gap. He's now 2 seconds in the lead over Kirsch, as Yuki Bear does get past Kahoot. So if Kahoot wants to stay in this, not lose time to deservings, he's going to want to just stay in the DRS and not fall out. He will not want to fall out whatsoever. Oh, it's going to be the battle for P2, I think, here. Bevs is just driving off into the distance. Khan might smell a chance of P2 here. Unless Kirsch can do it. I think so. That's going to be a good battle between all these drivers for this position, as Ozgokan, though, has the battery. He's gone and he's passed him. Up into second place goes Ozgokan. Ozgokan, sorry, not Ozgokan. There we go, and Kahoot has fallen out of DRS, so those mediums, those older mediums, look like they're not really able to keep up They're a lot fresher tyres that these four have. So Kirsch is going to want to stick with Ozgokhan, or does Ozgokhan have the pace to catch back up to Bevs? As we will have 6 laps to go once Bevs crosses the line. So we'll see. The gap's still about 2 seconds on round 2.0. It's just bouncing between the two. Bouncing between. And Hirsch will want to. He needs to stick in DRS if he wants to have a chance of staying P2. And I think he will. There's getting a nice run. Nice lot of slipstream from the back of the RB. So. Oh, makes a little bit of a mistake. Does Ozgokhan. That's going to cost him a bit of time. He might be under pressure from also Yuki Bear. Down the next straight. He's got the battery. He's got enough battery, you say. And Yuki Bear, he's got plenty of his battery. He's being very smart with the DRS. Kirsch now going to think about having a go. Down. And he's going to make a move down the inside. Yuki Bear as well goes for it into Lake Com. Ozgokhan goes on the outside, and unfortunately for him, he's lost the place. But for Yuki Bear and Kirsch, great stuff. Great battling, respectful driving between all three of these drivers. And it's now Kirsch in second, Yuki Bear third, and Ozgokhan will have to settle for fourth and try to recollect himself and get back into this fight if he wants to get second here. As Mushy Peas makes a move for P10, he's back in the top 10 after disconnecting at the start. We're able to get him back in. He's got himself ahead of Spry Naples. So Mushy back up to P10. As Top gets another penalty, but he's down in 17th, 6 seconds back from Dido, so won't mean too much, but it looks like Bevs has got this, I think. I don't think Kirsch is going to be able to catch back up. These guys are going to be fighting, and they're, even though they're in the DRS, Yuki Bear gets a penalty, so he is picked up a warning through the chicane. That has cost him, and that means that has cost him a chance of a podium finish. At this point in time, that's unfortunate for him, but Kirsch and Ozgokhan will be saying, oh, thank you for that. Will Yuki Bear be close enough to make a move? I don't think he will be. Ozgokhan is going to stay back from the back of that Sauber, and he says people. This is getting interesting now. The gap is now 2.8 to Bevs, so Bevs just cannot get a penalty. If he gets a penalty, he's going to need to push a bit harder. He's got to keep the gap managed. He's got to stay on the track. He can't make a mistake. One mistake and he goes off the track. We're going to check the warnings. I can just check view lap times. Has he gotten a warning? He's gotten one, and I believe it was probably for, if I can see it, Red Bull. That's it. He's only got one warning. Kirsch, we can check Kirsch as well. Kirsch has no warning, so he can use a little bit of the track to his advantage if he does want to. Doesn't have to, but maybe a cheeky extend and put one on the last lap to defend P2 from Ozgokhan and Yuki Bear. But you never know. He could make up 2 of those warnings as well in these next 3 laps. So, or 4 laps, if you include this one. Ozgokhan makes a little bit of a mistake there. So he's fallen back just a little bit, but he's still in the DRS, so he should. As you, I can only assume he's going to go for the move. here on Kirsch. Oh my god, he's made contact, and that's allowed Oz Gokhan from quite far back to sweep through. And very nicely done from Oz Gokhan. Says, thank you, Yuki. You're not going to go for the move? I will. And gets past both of them. I was not expecting that because he was 6/10 back, so I thought he was just going to hang back, but no. He does not want to do that. 2.4 now, so Bess has lost a bit of time now. That's not ideal for his rate. Oh, it's not ideal, it's fine. He's still got plenty of time. You just can't get another 2 warnings, that's all. I'm going to check Oz Gokhan as well. We'll see. No warnings for him either. Has Kirsch picked up a warning? No, he has not. So we'll stay off the warnings for now. But these 3, the battle's getting interesting. These 2, the only ones not to have penalties, not even any warnings, to be exact. So, who will finish second? The Mercedes or the RB? 1 and 2 in the Tier 2 constructor standings. RB obviously leading. They'll lose quite a few points today with Kirsch and Zervings being P3 and 5. And Magic all the way down in P13. Not being the race for him. No, he would have wanted. Getting that wing damage as Kirsch makes the move on Oz Gokhan. Back up to second place as we're on lap 20. So not long to go. Kahoot and Zerving's having their own little fight now. As Kahoot moves back up to P5. I'm just going to check the penalties. They're all 3 seconds. Except for Techie Top and Techie Top JTM. Everyone's made a stop. There's some 2 stoppers. Gain positions, I want to see. Musha Peas has gained 8. That's quite impressive. Kahoot's gained 7, so starting on the softs might have been a very good shout for Kahoot. But here we go. Field just getting all spread out now, so this is just the main battle here. Just a second at this point in time. There are little fights down across the field. Like this one's for P10 Mason Racing and Mushy Peas. So this will be one to watch later once everyone else crosses the line. But we're going to focus on this battle here as Kirsch is once again going to have to defend from Oz Gokhan. Now it's lap 21. So does Oz Gokhan pass now? Or does he stay back 1 extra lap and goes for it on the last lap with the DRS? That seems like the best bet, best option. However, he's quite close. So will he go for it and just stretch out that gap? It looks like he has no intent. Yeah, no, he's being smart. He thinks he can stick with him. He's charging up his battery. Kirsch is significantly less battery, but this is now going to be interesting as he's lost a bit of time though, so he's going to need to gain it back in down here towards the final sector's Kirsch. Did he get a warning there? He might have. So using one of his tokens, going off track tokens. You can double check as well. And he did not, so interesting. Very interesting. Oz Gokhan though 4% compared to the 90, so but how much of his battery will he burn down the Camel Straight just to pass? And how much will he save to the end for this second place? For Kirsch, it's just going to have to be damage levitation. For Bebs, who's just been too good today. And with a bit of help from Kahoot, when they were all close together, to help get that spot. And oh no, Yuki Bear has spun. So it's going to cost him, but it doesn't really matter anyway, as Ozgokhan now goes for the move on Kirsch. It's not going to matter. He's going to need to save his battery here, as Kirsch, he's going to want to stay close here, because he could still get him on the run, on that back straight through Blanchimont, on the run down to the bus stop chicane. Who's going to have more battery? Now, Kirsch will probably have more. It's just going to be a matter of how much battery can Ozgokhan save up in this section here, as Kirsch is now on hot lap. He is on maximum attack through Puon now. Starting to get a little bit laggy on my side, but that is my internet, and that is due. Thank God it's to the end of the race, but Kirsch has bottled it. So I think now a snap has cost him P2. Ozgokhan's going to burn it all. Kirsch is going to burn it all, but it's not going to be enough for Kirsch. He's going to have to settle for third. Ozgokhan will be absolutely delighted, but it's this man, Dale Beveridge, who hasn't put a foot wrong all race, as he rounds the final corner, and he's going to take the victory here at the Belgian Grand Prix. It is Dale Bebs who takes the win. Ozgokhan P2, Kirsch P3, Yuki Bear will finish P4 after that spin at the end. Kahoot P5, Zerving 6th, and then it will be Carl Faniza in 7th place. Then Oscar Piastri Goat, fairly quiet race I assume for him. 17 laps hards, so nicely done for him. 17 lap meds for Carl and Kahoot, so nicely done for them. Techie will have to settle for P9, nice drive for him. And it's Mason versus Mushy, but it looks like Mason Racing will come out on top in this battle with the fresher soft tyres. And we'll get him. Spry Naples will take 12th and Magic 13th, followed by Scoob. Shifty Whizzer, who does get Magic for the penalty, so an extra few points for him. He'll be happy with that. Scoob takes the final point, and it's Dido, Top, and JTM. That is our grid. We'll see this little battle here, as they did not get lapped. So can JTM get Top just before the end of the race? However, he's not burning, so I think this is going to settle for 18th. Yeah, not been the race that these two would have wanted, but yeah, it is Dale who takes the win. I'm going to just join the Discord on... I'm going to join the Tier 2 Podium Interviews VC, and once I find it... Okay, we're in. It's top 3, Dale, Bevs, Oz, Gokon, and Kirsch. There we go. And Ozgokhan is here. So we will do interviews in a second once this loads, but I will get the results for Goffy. Hopefully this doesn't mess up. Dale Beveridge takes the win then from Ozgokhan in second, and he also gets the fastest lap, so an extra point goes to his name in his championship battle with Kirsch. So nice handful of points tonight. Kirsch P3, Yuki Bear 4th, 5th will be Kahoot, Zerving 6th, and Carl Faniza, Oscar Piastri Goat, Techie, Mason, Mushy. And I'm just going to try and get this done quickly before the communicating with online services glitch. And Mushy will shift Edo, Top, JTM, and Uffenhoof being our only DNF driver. That is the race. Now I just need to get the lads into the DC, and Bebs is here. So the stream should be able to hear you guys. Hopefully it works. Discord should work. But just gonna need to get Kirsch in here. I will quickly. Okay. Wallaby, where's Kirsch? Is Kirsch gonna join? He's typing. I'll see if he joins, but I have to miss this one. Sorry. Okay, so Kirsch will have to miss this one, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to go. We'll start off with Ozgokhan. Then in P2, we're gonna have two guys doing the interviews tonight. But Ozgokhan, you had a very solid tonight. You had a very good qualifying from pole position. Talk us through your race. It all went.
Yeah, good quali. I got my pole with the banker lap. I couldn't do my hot lap properly. It was a good fun because I had a new wheel and I did a lot of time trial around Belgium while I was trying this new wheel, and yeah, I got very good at around Belgium. Yeah, so it was so fun. Three of us, Bevs, Yuki and myself, we were at the front. But right after pit exit, even if we were back to back with Bevs, at the pit exit, interestingly, two cars, not just one, two cars came like between us. I think Yuki undercut us and undercut me actually, and then Kirsch. So it took a while to overtake them at first, and then Kahoot caused us another second or two. Yeah, Bevs checked out. Congrats to him. He was so quick. So I wasn't able to like save my ERS behind him, but I was just barely keeping with him. But after he checked out, it was impossible to catch him back. Yeah, P2, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. It's Texas. So Texas next week. How are you feeling?
What's next for you? Next
Texas.
week?
Coda.
Texas. Well, in F124, I don't think I raced around Texas yet. Yeah, I'll put some training, and I really like it in the first sector, all the S sections and everything. And I also like playing around my brake biases and differentials. It's a good track to try those as well. Yeah.
You do well there, and congrats on the podium finish. And now we're going to move on to Bevs, the race winner. Talk us through your race, mate. How did it go from your perspective?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Oz, Yuki, and I kind of were able to break away after, I don't know what happened. Was there a mistake between P4 and 5? We kind of opened up the gap, and then we kind of just maintained sort of that opening stint on the soft tyres. And then when we hit the fellas that pit earlier, like Kirsch and TK and Yuki, were able to kind of catch back up. But there was a lot of other traffic there, and I kind of was able to overtake Kahoot at the right time and break away in the second and third sector, which then I was able to manage the gap whilst the rest were battling. So it kind of worked out well.
Yeah, no, great driving from you. Very, not dominant drive, but it was very, very well managed, and you got past Kahoot very well, and you were able to break away. So great driving from you. And Texas next week, how are you feeling for that?
Yeah, I drove Coda a couple of weeks ago with OCE and had a pretty good result, so looking forward to it.
Well, for that, and congrats on the win, and see you next week in Texas. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be it then for Tier 2, everybody at Coda. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And, well, not Coda, Belgium. I was thinking about Coda just now. But that was it for Tier 2 at Belgium. Next week is Coda, but tomorrow night will be Tier 1 for that, so make sure to join in for that. But other than that, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.